Hey, what up, folks? It's AK. Welcome back to Cubeaholics. And boy, have I got some news for you. Now, you're probably thinking, dude, you guys got Mesa. And it's like, yes and no. In case you haven't been around, in case you haven't seen the news, Cubeaholics is now 2.0. Cubeaholics 2.0, we got a new world, new seed, new server, new people playing. We got all kinds of new stuff going on. I even got a new skin, which I'll show you probably at some point, maybe in just a second. But anyways, this is pretty darn close to the spawn point. See that birch column behind me? That is the spawn point of our new world. And we have got some stuff going on. Let me show you. We got so much stuff. So, let's see. I do have some footage, and what I'm thinking to do is to splice some of it in. I might splice some into this episode. I might do it into the next episode. We'll see. Of the very first day that we launched. We launched on a Saturday, which was good because we had a lot of people who could join us that day. And there was probably 10 or more of us running around, I think it was, which is totally cool. And we had a lot of fun. It was kind of crazy. It was kind of a mad dash. Everybody sort of took off in different directions and then sort of coalesced into two general camps. And it was a lot of fun. It's kind of been all over the place. So let me show you first the group that I ended up kind of getting in with. And it's not like we're not doing teams. This is not a faction server. None of that stuff is happening. But it sure gives us some ideas for maybe in the future. We might actually want to do teams. It could be kind of fun, you know? Set up a good distance from each other, get all armored up, do little sneaky missions, try to sneak in and, whack the other players or something. Who knows? But anyways, so this little area is where the group that I am working with set up. And we found a couple cows, and we've been breeding them, as you can see. We got lots of cows. Where's our one? There she is, Jessica. Hey, girl. So there's Jessica, and there's all of our cows. And otherwise, we have a little bit of a farm going up here with a little mine and everything. I'll show you. Do. Here we got perdurters and merlins and pumpkins, wheat farm. I'm farming spruce, sort of informally, right over there. And one bummer is that we do have a fair amount of lag. And I'm not so happy about that. And I won't tell you who I'm hosting with until I find out that it's actually not them, because we did switch hosts. But anyway, so there's our mine down there, and actually it goes into an abandoned mine shaft and something of a ravine, but it's not that sexy to go show you. Here's our area. I set up a super smelter just today, I think, and we got a bunch of chests full of all kinds of goods. On version 1, Cubeaholics version 1, we did not have a mesa. And if we stayed with that map, we would still not have a mesa. We probably wouldn't have a mesa for like at least another month or two. So we've been going a little crazy on the clays and having all kinds of fun with it, which is really cool. So what I'm going to do is I want to head over to something that I've been working on. There's two things really, in addition to, I haven't really honestly done much with this. This is kind of everybody. So you're probably just seeing down there in the little subtitles that Kraken just joined. Kraken and I have been kind of, again, I'm saying on the same team, but hey. But it just basically means we're part of the same group that's been working together. The other group has come over as well, and we've been hanging out with them and doing stuff and sharing ideas and resources and locations of things. So again, it's not teams, it's not factions, it's nothing nutty like that. It's just, people doing stuff, which is cool. So I want to get over here and I want to show you. Crack actually was the guy, Kraken. I just call him Crack. Crack was the one who found this skelly spawner. And but nobody had done anything with it yet. And so I decided to, because I like skelly spawners. I like bones. I like trains. I like bones. And I like bones so that I can grow ginormous trees and get plenty of wood for projects and all that kind of stuff. So I went ahead and grabbed some clay, boom, and set up this here spawner. Just going to get down. I'll show you what we got going on so far. So basically what we have, I'll show you over here. We have a little enchanting area. This is also the waiting area because just on the other side of all that nonsense is where the skelly spawner is. And so basically we have our bookshelves. our anvil, our chest with lapis and books and good stuff in it. And then down here we have, just follow the colors. Doodly 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 doo. Boom. We have some skellies. So the way this one works, hopefully this isn't too loud. Just doing a little video. So, one clicky on the thing lights them up, they burn, and it basically takes them down to a one-hit kill, which of course, you know, if they're wearing armor, which a lot of them do these days, should be a one-hit kill. Almost one. Hey, what's a few more hits between friends? See what I mean? What's up with this? It's supposed to be one hit, but I didn't set the time. Maybe the lava needs to go a little bit longer, but maybe not. Maybe it'll just kill them. But that seems like a lot of work for non-armored skellies. Dudes, really? Get, I said, get wrecked. There we go. So then, chest for the drops. Oh, people. I'm unhappy with the way that people are managing this. You know me, I am like super organized, and when people shame the organizational system, I get bothered. So, boom. There, 2 rows of arrows, 2 rows of bones. People can get plenty of bones and everything. That's actually why I did this, was for the bones. And then over here we have a little trash can. Little lava under a trash can. I'm really surprised that wooden trap door has not caught on fire. I swear I thought it would. But anyways, little lava trash can to throw away all this silly armor, because you probably remember on Cubeaholics version 1, we had so much of these kinds of things. Golden boots and leggings and leather stuff and whatever just kind of hanging around. And it just gets really annoying, and we don't need to make all those chests, and it's just kind of silly. So basically the idea is stand over here and they spawn, go down there and whack them, come back up here and do your enchants. Get your anvil on. Do what you got to do in this little Technicolor clay wonderful world. So since I'm in this Technicolor clay wonderful world, it's time to show you guys the skin that has been updated for 1.8. So first off, whoops, wrong switch, and doodly doom. Here we go. This is, well, let me get all the way down, or all the way on. You guys are probably well familiar with this, but let's throw everything on. So this is the full 1.8 armor. I decided to go full samurai. Full samurai. Show you from the back too, because it's cool. Just don't look at my butt. Don't. Full samurai. Kept the hat though. As you can see, I kind of kept the hat. And then let me show you what it's like when it's all peeled off. I actually really like this. This is cool. Turn off all those. And you can see, same old face. Still me, a little changed, however, just a little updated with the old samurai thing on my face because I like it better. And then that's my under samurai gear. And there you go. And see, check it. Oh, but the way I like to rock it, of course, is just with, actually I like the sleeves and the pants on, but not the hat. There, see, doesn't that look cool? Looks sharp, looks awesome. And then when you armor up, oops, wrong one. When I armor up, yeah. Now you're probably thinking, AK, why are you wearing leather enchanted armor with diamond boots? And let me tell you, it's because, oh, I keep hitting the wrong key. These boots have everything I want except for Feather Falling 4. Which I'm hoping to get on quite soon. But these just look cool. And you know, in the last world, it was so overpowered that it just, you know, it takes a lot of the challenge out of the game. So I thought this time I would go less than powered. It keeps me a little nervous when I run into battle. Although I will admit, I still have a nice sword. And I'm working on building up a good bow again. But, you know, I don't want it to be too easy. It's already going to be easy enough. But this way, you know, I'm not fully armored. I'll take some damage. It's cool. Take some hits. It's good for the character. You know, it's good for your character. So that's the plan. That's how I'm rocking this. I'm going to see if I can do a couple books, maybe get some Feather Falling 4, and then I'll catch up with you in a little bit and show you the next thing that I'm working on. Hey folks, welcome to my area. I say my area very loosely, because this is the area for the team. Just kidding. I just got done saying we're not going to have teams. But anyways, the group that I'm hanging out with the most, we decided to come over here to this part of the map, which is actually an island. As you can see, it's an island, and over there, can you see that in the fog? Oh yeah, we got an ocean monument. Ba-bum, ba-bum. And it's slowly kind of coming in. There, you can see the telltale signs over there on your left side of your screen. Yeah, we got an ocean monument right there, which is totally cool. Gonna have to go tap that once we get some potions, tap its resources and everything. And then also, which way are we headed? Going to the south. This way over here is a huge mesa, probably 2-3 times the size of the mesa, and it's just a short jaunt across the water. If I had a boat on me, which I have a boat right there, so maybe once I'm done telling you about this, we'll go over there. So this is kind of actually, if you use this seed and you throw it into the world, this is the map that the place that you will spawn. Actually, the place that I spawned was right over there off that little tip, and that's the other side of the island. This side of the island is really just kind of on the other side of those trees. It's not a huge island, but it's good size. I think it's a really good size. And there's a couple other islands around here. Let's see if I can see one. I'm trying to remember exactly where they are. We came over and lit up a lot of this. So I'm not too afraid of running into anything. Of course, there's always the creeper. Yeah, see, there's another little island. There's a bunch of little islands around here. And so I kind of got, and with all this sand and the ocean, the beautiful blue, I'm inspired to do something kind of Mediterranean, Mediterranean, Italian, Tuscan, sort of I know Tuscany's not on the coast, but at least I'm pretty sure it's not. But, some Italian, Mediterranean, something, something is what I would like to do on this island over here. So that is why right back here by where our portal is, you probably saw I have a mine started. Again, nothing too sexy, just a mine. Been pulling a good amount of diamonds out of there though. And what I like to do is use actually this space right here, this hilltop thingy. And this is where I want to kind of flatten off a bit and build a large structure. And the plans you'll see as it comes along, of course, is I would like to have some living space, sort of a large arena, kind of a meeting space. That's a little far, isn't it? Okay. There we go. I'll show you the ginormous mesa. So awesome. So anyhow, I want to have some living space, a big like arena meeting hall kind of town hall thing. Even if we don't really use it as a meeting space, because why do you really need a meeting space in Minecraft? But it's like, why do you need a kitchen or a bedroom? They're all kind of silly, but they're fun because, hey, it's Minecraft, right? So I like to build a big hall. I think that would be cool looking. And then do some rooms off of that with things like enchanting and potions and, well, enchanting if we find a spawner, but might not need another enchanting room, but maybe a potions room would be cool. And just some other things like that. I'll have to get some other ideas with some people and see what we want to do. But some other people said they'd like to do it with me. And it would be kind of cool to have like a big place like that. Oh, the other thing I forgot to mention, because of all those islands, I want to build sky islands. Yeah, I want to do sky islands. And I think Kraken wants to do some kind of sky base something or other going on. He actually is kind of a redstone stud. And he's got some ideas. He actually built this thing. It's like this flying machine thingy. It's awesome. Anyways, I'm not going to say anything more about it. I think we're going to do a video together, which would be totally cool, where he can explain it all and I can show you how it's built. But it's the coolest thing. It takes like 11, 12 blocks and it'll just go infinitely high. It's a very cool contraption. He said he hasn't seen anything like it anywhere either, which is cool. So, did I just lose? Oh, I just lost my boat. I'm so bad at losing boats. Well, getting back is going to be interesting. So anyways, I believe, yep, there's my torches. Straight over here, I'll show you the little area I started digging out. Getting some colored clay, because this stuff is so cool. Look at this. Boom. Oh yeah, getting some colored clays, and just mainly hardened clay to dye how I want. But I'm going to use a lot of colored clay in the build back on the island because I think it's just really cool stuff, and I think we can do some really fun things with it. I do, like I said, I want to go Mediterranean Tuscan sort of a thing, so I think I'm going to go dig out some of that white clay around here and use that. I'm also curious. I'm gonna have to look it up because I don't have a lot of experience with clay. So I would like to see if I could dye clay that color, because then I can get the hardened stuff. But when I tried to do a white colored clay, it sort of looks like skin. It's too pinkish. So I don't know if this is something else or if I'm just not remembering the pinkish color right. But, look at all this. Some skellies had a bad night. They had a rough night, man. Actually, probably had a fine night. They just had a rough morning. So anyways, I do believe that's it for the things I wanted to show you because we really just got started. We do have an epic slime farm, and so if I have time in this video, I will show you the epic slime farm, and if I don't, then I will show you in the next video. Does that sound good? Cool. Hey folks, just a quick update. I went over and dug a bunch of clay. As you can see, I got all that. That is white stained clay that I'm seeing, and it looks really pink when it's in the chest, but I'm hoping that when I get a building up with it and maybe get a darker contrasting sort of color roof, then it'll look like it looks when it's in the actual mesa, which is hopefully kind of light. But anyways, we shall see. Don't think there's much to see down in the mine. I was going to show you that slime farm. Let's go check out the slime farm. Let's go do that because otherwise I don't want to forget the next episode. So I'm going to go ahead and head over to the slime farm. Our nether is really not much to look at yet, but I'm sure we'll get something going pretty soon. And yeah, so let's head over to the slime farm and I'll show you what that's all about. Yeah, okay, going the right way. Okay, folks. So this is the entrance to the slime spawner, and let's go check it out. Watch this. Oh, look at this. And there's even a little baby slime. We'll go take care of him. Look at this thing. Thanks. Look at the size of this thing, dude. Oh, there goes another slime too. This thing cranks. It cranks on the slime, and that's because we have, if you look, I'm just going to grab that, ding, XP, where you see the andesite is the borders of the slime chunks. So this, as you can see, is all layered out. There's like I think there's four slime chunks, and then 2 chunks away from that, which I think is those that haven't been dug out yet, there's 4 more. But it took, well, I wasn't actually on that long. I was actually only on maybe 45 minutes or an hour helping him dig last night. It took 4 of us like hours to just do half of this thing. Look, there he goes. There goes a biggie. Let's go down and see him get wonked. So, skadoosh. I think he's going to come right down here, although, yeah, there he comes. Come on, buddy. And boom, they hit up against the cactus. And you've probably all seen this before, but anyways, they get funneled into the cactus, and the cactus breaks them up, and then all their stuff goes in through these hoppers and into these chests and this kind of a thing. So he's back there. He's going to get, oh, there he goes. And now he's just the little ones. And the little ones are going to get broken up. See, here he comes. And watch this. Ho 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 ho. I'll put in my 2. So do slime balls, and this is just since last night, folks. So pretty soon, you know, all these things are going to fill up, and then we're going to start making them into slime blocks, and we're going to make entire castles out of slimes. Just kidding. But we can have all the slime elevators and that kind of stuff that we want, I'm sure. So, is this not the coolest thing? This is like the coolest thing. So, I was going to say, I think I just heard the slappity slappity. It could be another one. With 4 slime chunks going, it's very likely that there is another slime that's in the system somehow. And then if we want, we can get these other 4 slime chunks also. And I guess they slabbed those. I don't know what's going on with all that. I honestly don't know, but I'm pretty sure there's more. I can't remember how far away they were, but I know there were 8 in total that we could quite easily funnel into this system. So that's pretty cool, you got to admit. We're going to have some serious slime fun. I don't know with what yet, but we're going to have some serious slime fun. But man, was this a project. and I wasn't even really here for much of it. I was here for excavating this top layer and then part of the second layer, and then it was late for me. But the Australians were on, and so they tackled it like a boss, and they chomped this thing to pieces. It's crazy. So there you have it, folks. This is the new map. We hope you enjoy our soon to be amazing and plentiful adventures. Well, they're already amazing, but soon to be plentiful. We've got a couple other people who are also recording, and so if I can get some links to their channels and videos and stuff, I have to see if the language is clean. I'm kind of big on that when it comes to videos. So if the language is clean and if the content is good, then I will link them up. Otherwise, I might mention it from time to time, but I don't want to put a link there for those of you who might not want to see videos with all kinds of that kind of thing in it. So anyways, here it is, the ginormous, the slime, what would you call this? The slime farmerator, the slime station, I don't even know, but it's cool. It's very cool. So hey folks, thanks for joining me. Like, comment, and subscribe if you wouldn't mind, and seriously, comment though, because I love talking with people. You guys are cool. I want to hear from you. So talk, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Laters.